No cap.
Yo, what's up everyone? We're going to be taking a look at my predictions for the 2020 to 2021 football NFL playoffs Super Bowl winners. My predictions, it's just an opinion, so let's get right into it. So the first one, we have the wild card. Baltimore and Tennessee versus each other. Steelers and the Browns again, and the Bills and the Colts are the wild card, and the Chiefs has a bye. That is the AFC. Green Bay has a bye, Washington versus Tampa Bay, Seahawks and Rams, and Saints versus the Bears. And that is the NFC. So let's get into my predictions. So first, Baltimore versus Tennessee. It's hard to stop Derrick Henry. He can move the ball and just be unstoppable. But Lamar, he can throw the ball and he can also rush and be unstoppable. But I'm going to have to go with... So I had to go with Tennessee because Derrick Henry is very good. And just the way that Houston came back with 18 seconds left in Week 17, I'm going to have to go with Tennessee. And just how they came back and won that game, Week 17. And just because they are good. I'm going to have to take them beating Baltimore Ravens. The next game, the Steelers versus the Browns. I think the Browns and the Steelers... they're both good. Browns has been one of the best seasons since so long. They haven't been to the playoffs since 2002. So I think Baker Mayfield is going to do his best. But since the Steelers didn't have all of their main players in going against the Browns when the Browns only won by 2, they didn't have their main, like Ben Roethlisberger wasn't in. And because of that, and they just won by 2 against their backup, I think Ben will come in and he will win against the Browns. So next game, Colts versus the Buffalo. Buffalo has put up a good season. And by them, Buffalo just beating the Dolphins by 30, and the Chiefs only beat the Dolphins by like 3 points or 3 or 4 points. And the Bills won by 30 against the Dolphins in Week 7. I think the Bills could probably go all, but let's see. The Colts, they have Hines. They put up a good fight against anyone they've won against this season. But the Bills, I think Josh Allen and the Bills will advance to the divisional round. So NFC, Green Bay has the bye, and it's Washington versus Tampa Bay. The way Washington has not had a good season this year, they luckily won their division since all their division is not really that good. They luckily won it. I think Washington has a chance they just have no chance is what I really meant to say. I think Tom Brady and Tampa, they just going to come out there and destroy Washington. So I think Tom Brady will advance against the Packers. So next one, Seahawks versus the Rams. Russell Wilson and the Seahawks going against Jared Goff and the Rams. This is a tough one. A very, very tough one. I think since Jared Goff really hasn't, Jared Goff, he's did good this season. They both teams has did good this season. But I think since Jared Goff and the Rams lost to the Jets, the Seahawks has not really lost to them teams that is not good this season. So I think the Seahawks, Russell Wilson and Seahawks will go to the next round. So next one, the Saints or the Bears. This is going to be a good one. I think the Saints did good with Drew Brees being out. They still did good. And the Bears, they have not been in the playoffs in a while. So they're luckily back. They're luckily back in. The Bears are. And so I think Drew Brees and the Saints will have to go to the next round. So back to AFC. Chiefs versus Tennessee Titans. I think Patrick Mahomes just is going to throw his passing touchdowns after practicing on a bye, I think they'll advance to the next round. The Buffalo Bills or the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think when the Bills beat the Steelers, that I think will give the Bills the momentum. They will do what they do, interceptions, passing touchdowns, and Josh Allen will do what he does and go beat the Steelers. Green Bay versus Tampa Bay. Both of them teams has did very, very good. And I'd have to say Green Bay, they just do good. They just do good when they need it. But they always no offense to Green Bay, but they always when they do so good the whole season, all the playoffs, right when they go to the Super Bowl, they just choke. When they choke, they do good, they just can't go to the Super Bowl. This year, I think that will be the same. I think Tom Brady and Tampa will go to the next round. Seattle Seahawks versus the New Orleans Saints. I think the Saints did good without Drew Brees. And I think they will still do that goodness, but I think it'll be a close game. Probably won't be more than a 10-point game if whoever wins. But I think the Seattle will have to take it home for the win and go against the Buccaneers. So, back to AFC for the conference round. The Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. The winner of that will go to the Super Bowl. I think Josh Allen's got Cole Beasley and all of them other good receivers and a good running back. And they have did some good interceptions. And Chiefs, they have almost lost a lot of games, but they just came back within a matter of time, passing touchdowns. It's going to be one of the closest games, I have to say. But I think Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills will take the win home. So, NFC, Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Seattle Seahawks. I think Seahawks will do whatever they can to go, like they always do when they get in the playoffs. But I think Tampa Bay, they're Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Antonio Brown. I think they will go to the Super Bowl in their home field. And I think that's why Tom Brady moved to the Buccaneers, is because he knew the Super Bowl was going to be at his home field. So if he went to the Super Bowl, I think he would have got that achievement for doing it in his home field, playing. So, and he wanted that achievement. So, Buffalo Bills versus Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl. So, Buffalo Bills and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay got Tom Brady, Antonio Brown, all of them good people. But Buffalo Bill, they have Josh Allen, Cole Beasley, Stephon Diggs, and other good people. So, I think out of all of my knowledge about the Bills and Tampa and how they play, what they do, I think Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen will win the Super Bowl this year. So Buffalo Bills will win the Super Bowl in 2020 and 2021 season. So let me know who you think will win the Super Bowl in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell. And I won't be uploading a video tomorrow. I'm having a dental appointment. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell. See y'all. Love you. Peace out.